Okay, we're going to have some fun today. I'm going to talk about some of my favorite football players, different positions they play, and a little bit about why I chose my teams. And of course, we're covering a lot of years here. So I went from one team to another as I grew up, but I started watching sports since I was really young. But if you see me squinting a little bit, it's because I have a list of the players I wrote down, my favorite players from different positions that they played. And maybe you can think about your favorite players or whatever. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to talk about my top three quarterbacks first, starting from the third to the first. My third favorite quarterback was Kenny Stabler of the Oakland Raiders. My second was John Unitas of the Baltimore, back then, Colts. They're not they're Indianapolis now. And my number one quarterback of all time was Joe Montana. 49ers, my favorite team. Today, my favorite team. I have to explain a little bit here. My favorite team, I thought of all time, was the Raiders. And Stabler was the quarterback. But I got to tell you a funny little story. I actually got a chance to go watch the Raiders live. And it was close to the end of Kenny's career, and Montana was just coming up. I didn't know much about Montana. I know he played for Notre Dame in college because I'm a big college fan too. So I took my wife to this Raider game, and they were playing the 49ers, I remember. And Kenny, we were playing, and we were getting our butt kicked. I mean, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. First game I ever got to see live of my favorite team, and they were getting handled. They were getting their butt kicked. And the madder I got watching, I was a loyal fan, I've seen them lose before, but seeing it live, and who is this new team? Who is this 49ers? Who's this Montana guy? I mean, he was eating us alive. We had great defenses in them days. And I looked at my wife and I said, you know what? She said, what? And I said, I just switched teams. She said, you're going to leave the Raiders? I said, that dude, that Montana guy? And she'll tell you this. I said, these guys are going to be great, these 49ers. Their defense is awesome. Anybody can handle my Raiders like this, I'm switching today. I think they went on to win 3 Super Bowls after that. And I've been a fan ever since, with or without Montana. I mean, I'd probably even get a tattoo on me of a 49er helmet or something. Now, I have enough tattoos, but if I was younger, I think I would get you got to be sure you're going to hang with them the rest of your life before you put a tattoo on there. But anyway, I like the Niners that much. And by the way, there's no freaking way we didn't beat Kansas City in that Super Bowl. A good friend of mine teases me to this day. We had that game won, and all you KC fans know it. And don't text me or whatever they call that. Anyway, they're my 3 top quarterbacks. Let's go now to, and there would be a lot of controversy about this too, top 3 running backs. From number 3 on, and you're probably going to say, how in the world could I choose Jim Brown of the Cleveland Browns as number 3 of all time? I know old school guys are out there saying, are you out of your mind? Jim Brown's the best running back that ever lived. And you'd hear Cosell say that. All the great announcers would say Jim Brown was probably best of all time. And he might have been, but, I wasn't a big Cleveland Brown fan, so. But anyway, number 2 is Frank Gore, 49ers. Tough. Played for Miami in college. Tough guy. And I think the reason he left the Niners is they had a 4th and 1 one time on the goal line. It was a big game. And they didn't give him the ball. They had lost confidence in him. So he said, I'm out. He left. I think that's the rumor I heard. And I think he's still playing today. I'm not sure for who. I'm not sure, so I'm not going to say. But anyway, number 1 is Barry Sanders, Detroit Lions. Oh my gosh. Anybody who watches football knows who Barry Sanders is. There'll never be another one. I think he was the greatest in my book of all time. I mean, you went to tackle a guy and he wasn't there. Where'd he go? 3 or 4 guys at a time he would dodge, and he was just great. Great player. Okay, we're going to go to top 3 wide receivers now. I'm going to start with number 3, Fred Belitnikov of the Raiders. Great receiver, clutch guy. You could always depend on him. That guy was unbelievable in big games. And number 2, Lenny Moore. A lot of you young people won't know what I'm talking about. But definitely, probably, I didn't look it up, but I'm pretty sure he was Hall of Fame. Baltimore Colts back in the day with John Unitas as his quarterback. That guy, he was number 24. And man, I just always depended on Lenny Moore. If they needed something deep, they'd throw it to Lenny Moore. He'd out-jump everybody, out-catch everybody. The guy was just great. And then the greatest of all time, everybody will have to agree with this, Jerry Rice, 49ers. Unbelievable talent. A lot of people hate him because he beat everybody, especially in the Super Bowls. But love Jerry Rice. Probably could still play today. That's the shape he's in. Okay, top 3 corners, defensive backs, they're called. Nicknames, corners is what we call them. Number 3 is Charles Woodson, Pittsburgh Steelers, Raiders. He played for a lot of teams. Played for Michigan in college. He played like safety and corner. But anyway, he was just unbelievable. Richard Sherman played for Seattle for many moons, playing for 49ers now. He's been injured, but still probably the second best corner. And arguably second best corner. You could argue between him and my number 1 pick, Deion Sanders, who also played for the 49ers and a lot of other teams. Great corner, played for Florida State in college. I told you I watch a lot of college football. I know a lot of this stuff too. Let me see. In fact, my brother used to call me on the phone because he plays that, what's that football called? Fantasy football. And he knows I watch a ton of college football. So he'd say, hey, tell me about that dude that's playing. He's coming up, his number 1 pick, blah, blah, blah. Which one's the best? And ask me all these questions so he could win fantasy football. So I've watched sports since I was a small kid, so I do know a lot about it. Okay, top 3 safeties. Rod Woodson, from way back in the day. I think he was Pittsburgh Steelers and probably some other teams, 49ers and some other teams. And then number 2, I have John Lynch. I think he's a GM for the 49ers now. He played for Denver Broncos. Unbelievable hitter. That guy could hit. Like the guy I'm about to announce here as my favorite, number 1, Jack Tatum for the Raiders. I actually got his autograph in a Walmart one time. Got to take it home to my sons, my 3 sons. Of course, they didn't know who he was, but they thought it was pretty cool. But man, what a player he was. Jack Tatum. Skip Thomas, used to call him Dr. Death. Some of the guys, I'm trying to think of defensive end, the Stork, they called him. We had a heck of a defense back in the day. Top 3 pass rushers. Number 3, Aaron Donald, Los Angeles Rams. Automatic Hall of Famer when he retires. Strahan, New York Giants. Great pass rusher. And then the best, probably a lot of people will agree with me here, died way too young, Reggie White, Green Bay Packers. Awesome pass rusher. Top 3 linebackers. We got Patrick Willis, played for the 49ers. Played for other teams, still playing for the 49ers, I think. And then Teddy Bruschi, I think that's how you pronounce it, played for New England Patriots, was in all them Super Bowls. Great linebacker. In fact, I can remember back him making some of the most important plays in a couple of them Super Bowls. Interceptions, whatever. Number 3, what the heck? I'm squinting here. Come on. Oh, LT, Lawrence Taylor, New York Giants. Holy moly. That guy was feared by many. And my mind's telling me there was someone else great. I forgot here. Okay, top three teams of all time. My favorite top 3 teams. Number 3 was the Raiders with Kenny Stabler. Number 2 was the Baltimore Colts with the Unitas, and then the Niners with Montana, Young. Should I say Garoppolo? He's been injured a lot, but I like Jimmy. He'll come around. He's young. But anyway, all these guys were my favorite players in all these positions. And I had a flash come across my mind, and I'll think of it later and say, doggone, I wanted to mention him, but I just forgot his name now. Anyway, great players. Probably most of these Hall of Famers. But anyway, I love football, still do, but COVID was terrible. That sucked for this year. So anyway, that's all my football greats right here. And that's all I have to say about that.